All right. I call bullshit on toxic positivity. All right. The reason why I call bullshit on toxic positivity is that when I go through Facebook, you see people like, oh, just love, and it's like, okay, sure, you're going to be in that frequency of love as you're sitting there meditating, as you're sitting there imagining the world in a giant love bubble, but the truth is that the moment you get out of there and you fucking start facing the world, or someone fucking cuts you off, I fall for this shit too, man. I'm when I say that, okay, it's like, that's one of the things that, it gets me fired up. It's like, we're one until I get in my car, and I need to work on that shit, but it's actually, it's fine. I've learned that when you put something on your car that you want people to see, you have a lot more patience in traffic. So it is what it is. That actually helped. So anyways, but I'm just like an example. Okay. But so basically what the advice is like, oh, just calibrate love, see the world through love. Okay. How can you calibrate at love if you're going to have your fucking programming going to pull you out of it the moment you stop meditating on it? See, that's where I call bullshit. You see, the thing is that we live in a world that's not all about love. All right. So to say that you love the world as that, that you want to just put love in the world would be like not acknowledging it. All right. Divine love is unconditional love. All right. And if we calibrate, and that's enlightenment. Okay. So divine love equals enlightenment on the map of consciousness, because that's basically understanding of the oneness. That's seeing the world for as it is and still loving the vessels, all vessels, okay, without conditions. And the thing is that this narcissistic system was created to keep us divided. It was created to make vessels behave from their level of consciousness. You have an entire world that they wanted to keep in the survival fucking paradigm. What kind of behavior should we expect in a world that's being kept in the survival paradigm? A world that's being prevented, where the knowledge was removed from, and the world is prevented from reaching those higher frequencies. From the world, they're trying to prevent the world from reaching spiritual paradigm. All right. But the thing is that these love and lighters that are just all about toxic positivity and just about love and light, and and I understand that that's their level of consciousness where they feel that that's how it is. But I'm just kind of schooling you guys, because on the map of consciousness, being an ascended master is ascending up the map of consciousness. All right. So basically, we're in the survival fucking paradigm, as the world, majority of the world, right? Would you not say? So just telling people to go within and start loving and whatever, it's not sound advice. It's basically just telling them, okay, to have this emotion and you don't know how to get there in order to calibrate there. All right. In order to calibrate at the frequency of divine love, you need to ascend up the map of consciousness, meaning you can't go from fucking survival fucking paradigm to spiritual paradigm. There's a whole other part in there, which is the integrity and acceptance, where they have the reasoning, the acceptance, the willingness, the neutrality, and the courage. That part where we learn those things, where we learn to have reasoning, understanding, and accepting of other people. That's the part of our journey, our level of consciousness, where we correct ourselves, where we remind ourselves that each vessel is behaving at their level of consciousness due to this fucking fucked up system. And because of this fucked up system, the energies of the world were imbalanced. And due to that imbalance, a probability of shit behavior is likely to occur. All right? Probability of rapists, murderers, and pedophiles are going to exist in this money, sex, power system that was created. All right. We want to look at the world and see the bad behavior as bad people. But if you start looking at the world, that we are all consciousness, and each vessel is behaving at their level of consciousness based on their experiences of this world, and not everyone has had positive experiences, especially as children, and I'm speaking about the narcissist. I'm speaking about the people who seem to have no fucking heart or soul. That, at least from my own experience, kind of knowing like, fuck, man, like, damn, doesn't that hurt you to do that? But it doesn't, because their hearts have been closed because of a traumatic event that happened as children, so if You know, you can't understand that hurt vessels hurt other vessels. You know, can you calibrate at divine love? If you're not willing to accept that each vessel is a victim of this system and they are behaving accordingly, that if they knew their true divinity, that if they are giving the appropriate knowledge, the knowledge that was withheld from us, the knowledge that's under the Vatican City, if they had the knowledge, they wouldn't be behaving that way. You know, and that's what you need to understand. You know, bad people don't exist. All right, bad behavior does. And that bad behavior is likely to occur because we had leaders of this world create a system to make sure that shit behavior existed. Okay, so I call bullshit on just, love and you know, whatever, man. You gotta fucking, if you don't see the world through divine love and you only want to see the world through toxic positivity, your healing journey is gonna be, you know, it's gonna cap out at some point, and you're not gonna reach that divine love because you're not going within and getting those things that are preventing you from calibrating divine love, from seeing the world with divine love, with unconditional love. Does that mean you got to go and pick up a murderer off the fucking street and fucking whatever? No, but if that murderer fucking came at you and said, "Hey, I need your help," you know, in New Earth, if you're at a 5D consciousness and somebody who had did something, whatever, and they need your help, you're going to understand, look, you behaved at the level of consciousness. I still love you, and I still know that if you had all the information, you would be behaving differently. And basically loving that person without conditions. Can you do that? Because if you can't, you're not seeing the world through divine love. You're just seeing the world through toxic positivity. You're seeing the world through how you think the world sees you. And we are all on our journey. I tell my story. I don't need to be validated by you guys. I have my own spirit team that tells me what I need to know, or who I care. You know, in some sense, I know it's in some sense. I don't always listen to them. Okay, but for the most part, you know, I'm not alone. You know, and that's the beautiful part about, you know, you think that you're alone in this world, but you're not. You have an amazing spirit team. And when you quiet yourself and you listen to those voices are very helpful. You know, and that's where I got, you know, usually get a majority of of wisdom is hearing those voices, you know, because my higher self knows more than my current self, you know. But anyways, I need to make a video about that because, again, on the map of consciousness, in order to ascend up the map of consciousness, it's like that whole middle part is being, you know, where it's going to survival paradigm to spiritual paradigm. No, there's that reason and integrity paradigm, you know, where we need to understand people, understand ourselves, have compassion for people, have compassion for ourselves. You can't skip that step. All right. You have to go that step. You can't just go, "Oh, I love everybody." No, you have to have compassion for everybody first. In order, see, with compassion does this. And then when you have more compassion, compassion is understanding people without judgment, you know, and having love for them. And your heart is like, you know, having, you know, empathy for them. So anyways, just wanted to share that.